What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We are back with another new look rebuild, and today we have the Golden State Warriors. We're going to be one of the more interesting teams to watch this season, of course, because they acquired Chris Paul, which is just going to be a very, very funky fit, but I'm excited for it. Of course, Chris Paul wasn't the only new addition to this team, but we'll go ahead and explain what the others were once again in the video. So let's just go ahead, jump in, and do this new look Golden State Warriors rebuild. Before we get in today's video, make sure you guys drop a like in this one and subscribe if you are new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. YouTube tells me like 60% of the people that watch videos are not subscribed. So if you do want to change that and fall into the 40% that do watch that are subscribed, you could do that if you feel free and if you want to. Anyway, let's talk about the Golden State Warriors. So the Warriors, let's talk about the new additions this team has made. Of course, as we know, it's all about Steph, Klay, and Draymond. They're the dynasty, right? And they're still here. They were able to re-sign Draymond Green in the offseason. But they added Chris Paul with a Jordan Poole trade, as we all know. That was all about getting off Jordan Poole's contract. They get Chris Paul for a year, and we get to see how it works. Maybe they decide to trade Chris Paul at the trade deadline and flip him. I might actually look into that because I'm not actually attached to a Chris Paul in today's video. We've already done a Chris Paul centric Warriors rebuild in the past. So today, I don't feel as attached to him. The other few additions they made were like Dario Saric, which I think is a very underrated pickup. He's a pretty solid player, role player. Corey Joseph is a nice veteran backup point guard. They drafted Brandon, and they also drafted like Trace Jackson Davis. These two down here are just filler players because the Warriors currently still have only 13 players in the roster, so there's a chance they make another addition. So if they do, then that's why it's not in this video. But let's take a look at the rotation together, shall we? So if we look at the rotation, it's Steph, Klay, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, Kevon Looney, of course, Chris Paul, Jonathan Kuminga, Gary Payton, and Dario Saric as our 9-man rotation, which I'm cool with running this year. Of course, one thing we do know about this Warriors team is we don't know what Kuminga is going to become for the Warriors in real life. But one thing we know about Kuminga in 2K, he turns into a stud. He just develops like crazy. His progression in 2K is absolutely absurd. So we know we have our long-term starting power forward. Draymond regresses while Kuminga just goes up like crazy. So at least we have that for us. But if I do decide to stop at the deadline to trade away Chris Paul, I will show you. I might do it. We shall see. This kind of depends on his trade value. But I do want to have Brandon be mentored by obviously one of the better, one of the best point guards of all time. Let's have him mentored by, Stephen Curry. Why not? So let's do something like this, and that should work. And then is there anybody else I want to be mentored? We can still have Kuminga also mentored by Draymond, even though he's going to develop like crazy regardless. We're going to do something like this as well. So Draymond Green, wherever you may be, if I can find you, there you are. We'll go enforcer, break starter, or I guess we don't need that, right? I don't know if that's what that means. Regardless, go something like that. And then last but not least, I'll go Moses Moody as well by Klay Thompson. There's a bunch of mentors here. We might as well use them. So something like that. We're going to go ahead. Similar year number 1. I expect this team to be pretty good, obviously. But there's a chance. Like I said, Chris Paul is going to retire after this year. He always retires in 2K. So if we can, use his $30 million, 85 overall, and we could get a good trade, we're going to take advantage of that. So I will show you if I do decide to stop. If not, we'll just roll with Chris Paul for the rest of the season. We'll see what happens. So at the end of year number 1, Trae Young wins MVP. That kind of is a tradition when it comes to year 1 in this file. I'm sure it's like that for other share scenarios as well. But Vintage Rookie of the Year, Chris Paul does win 6-man, averaging 13 and 9 on the season. I decided not to trade him at the trade deadline. There was a couple guys I could have gotten like good role players, which maybe would have been a great idea, but I decided not to mess up the chemistry. Things are going super well. So I was like, okay, we'll just roll with it and kind of just hope that it works out, and we'll see if it does. So here's your NBA first team: Trae, Luka, Giannis, LeBron, Jokic. All NBA second team. I was about to say, I'm assuming Steph makes one of these, and he does. All defensive first team and all defensive second team. Here's our rookie first team and our rookie second team. So not much going on there as far as rookies for us because our rookie wasn't even playing. But yeah, as you can see, we got the first seed in the West. We got the first seed by like 9 games, so we're kind of ahead of the pack. That doesn't mean we'll just automatically win a championship, but you'll hope that it maybe results in that. So Steph averages 29, Klay with 22, 16.5 from Andrew Wiggins, 15 from Jonathan Kuminga. So of course I kind of warned you. I mean, if you don't play 2K, you're not aware that Kuminga absolutely just develops in 2K like he just does. I'm not surprised he's averaging 15, but 13 from Chris Paul, then 8 and 10 for Kevon Looney. And then Draymond Green, on the other hand, he is on a big contract and he regresses like it's like insane how much he regresses. So his contract is going to be really tough to deal with, but it is what it is. So let's go ahead and see though how well we go, or how well we do in this playoff run. We get the Oklahoma City Thunder in round 1. The Thunder are one of those teams you don't really like to play. They just seem to sometimes beat you. You just kind of get unlucky. So let's just kind of see how it goes. Semi-current round against the Thunder, and we are going to beat them in 5. So we get out of round 1, and we're in round 2, and we draw the New Orleans Pelicans. We have CJ, Herb Jones, Ingram, Zion, Joval, Trey Murphy, Larry Nance, and Dyson Daniels. Semi-current round against the Pelicans, and we are going to sweep them. And just like that, we're back in the Western Conference Finals. And now we draw the LA Lakers. So they got D'Lo, Reeves, LeBron, Vanderbilt, and AD. Of course, these two teams played last year. And as we know, the Lakers ended up beating them. So hopefully we can get our revenge. We're down 1-0 to start things off. We lose by 11. Game 2, we do even it up. So we're not going home just yet. We're trying to get Chris Paul his first championship. We're up 2-1. And are we going to be able to go up 3-2? We do not. So we're going to have to force a game 7 if we want any chance of potentially. Looks like they actually want to start Kuminga already. So Kuminga is going to jump up into the starting 5, which is kind of wild to think about. Draymond gets benched, and then we'll have Kuminga step in. Do we force a game 7 is the big question. Do we give Chris Paul a chance? Close game, but it doesn't look like we're going to do it. So 109-120, and Chris Paul will probably retire ringless because he always retires. So we do lose to the Lakers in 6. You have Hawks, Lakers, and you're going to have the Hawks beat them in 5. And as expected, Chris Paul does retire, and I can't override his decision. I already did that last year to keep him in this file. So unfortunately, Chris Paul is gone. As I said, I could have traded him at the trade deadline, but I wanted the chance to try to get him a championship. It didn't work out. But here we are in the offseason, and it's time to figure out what we're going to do next. So we do not have our pick this offseason. It goes to the Boston Celtics. So the Celtics have 28 and 29. Of course, Steve Kerr is going to stay our head coach. We got to fill out this coaching staff, and then we'll kind of talk about what the game plan is and how we're going to go about building this team up back to a contender again. I mean, we still are a contender. We're still in that window. We're going to figure out what's next. So we did not have a draft pick whatsoever, but on team and player options, we were able to accept Kuminga, Kevon Looney, Gary Payton accepted his player option, Moses Moody, and Trace Jackson Davis. They're all back, which is great. Free agency, we do have an MLE, or it looks like we just like signed some good players here, which is the plan. I see Drummond as a backup center, and I'm really leaning towards that. But at the same time, I wouldn't mind getting like a upgrade at the center position as well if it's possible. And then Klay Thompson is a free agent, which we'll probably bring back. So Klay will bring back to, continue his career with Steph Curry. I want him to retire a Warrior. Moses Moody, I'm not really sure what I want to do with him. Do I want to keep him, or do I want to go ahead and flip him in a trade? Maybe he can be a part of our bench this year. I'm not sure. I think I'm 100% going to try to use Gary Payton's salary, though, to get like a really good bench player. If it's for a center, that's kind of what I'm leaning on. If we can get like a good center, but at the same time, we could sign Drummond to be our backup 5 and still start Looney if we wanted to. So there's a bunch of different options. We were able to accept player options, which is what I wanted to show you, that we got all these guys back. The next step is probably using Gary Payton's salary to make a trade. Now, what kind of player are we looking for when it comes to that? I'm not sure. So if we traded Gary Payton, and let's say in this example, we also traded Moses Moody. I'm not really sure if Moses Moody will develop more than just a 75. Maybe he goes up to a 77. So we could keep him around. We could get Russell Westbrook, Terrence Mann, Davion Mitchell, Chris Duarte, Sims, and Robinson. We could trade a first-round pick and get Mitchell Robinson. Not a terrible idea. I would not mind a Mitchell Robinson addition to the team. I actually kind of like that idea. So do we do the Mitchell Robinson thing? I kind of like it, man. I think Robinson would be kind of like the perfect 5. We're also getting Jericho Sims in it. I don't want to have to trade a first, though, so I wonder if we could do this, where we go ahead and give them Gary Payton and Moses Moody for Mitchell Robinson, and then let's say we also, let's just say it's this. So Payton and Moody for Mitchell Robinson. I'm not sure why the Knicks give up their starting center, who is Mitchell Robinson, but maybe they have like a different plan for a center they're going to go after. So Payton and Moody, we get ourselves a brand new 5 in the building. We do that trade 9 times out of 10. We have Mitchell Robinson as our brand new starting center, and the Kevon Looney could still back him up. So now we don't have to worry about signing a center. We can use the money that we have on something else. So we just traded away our backup shooting guard. So we should probably be signing a backup wing like 100%. So shooting guard or small forward is going to be the next step. So as far as those guys are concerned, we have like a Lonnie Walker. We have also other options like Alec Burks, Malik Beasley, and then Luke Kennard, Bruce Brown, of course. But I can't imagine Bruce Brown would sign for $5 million. But Klay Thompson, I'm 100,000% re-signing. Like I said, I'm going to kind of match him with Draymond Green's timeline. So we're going to go something like this. Let's say we're able to give him $20 million per year, and let's say it's a flat rate, and let's see if he accepts that. So he gets $20 million per year to potentially retire with Mr. Stephen Curry and Draymond. So something like that. And now we can focus on, I honestly think I want Lonnie Walker the most here. So I'm going to go for Lonnie Walker, bring him in, and he'll be our brand new backup small forward. We can still bring Corey Joseph back, who just played in our system last year. So we'll go something like that. And I think that might be it. So we're going to kind of bank on Brandon, hopefully being our backup point guard this year. Clay is going to be our shooting guard still, of course. Wiggins, Lonnie Walker, Draymond, Kuminga, and then Robinson and Kevon Looney. Play progression, it's a big moment of truth here. So we have Steph going down, Clay going down, and Draymond going down, which I'm not surprised by. Kuminga's up to an 8-3. Robinson is up. We got Lonnie Walker up, and we got Brandon up. So I'm wondering how much Moses Moody developed, because if he developed like crazy, I feel bad for trading him away. He went up 3 overall. Ugh, okay, that kind of stings. I'm not gonna lie, but we still got Mitch Robinson. I still feel all right, but yeah, Moses Moody as a backup guard would have been pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, but regardless, we made our decision. We got to lie in that decision. So let's go straight into next season. I won't rule out the idea of potentially maybe making a move at the deadline with maybe Lonnie Walker's contract. Maybe, just maybe, we get weird and trade Draymond. I don't really want to, just because it feels like, you know, the Warriors signed him. That way he could retire Golden State Warriors. So part of me doesn't want to just like give him away like that. I kind of want to keep him on the team. So let's just get straight into the season and let's just see how the results go before we make any brass decisions. So Steph, Clay, Wiggins, the brand new power forward, starting power forward is Kuminga, with Mitch Robinson, the brand new starting center here. Kevon Looney, Draymond Green, Lonnie Walker, and then Joe Harris. Well, I'm going to go ahead and throw Brandon these last minutes. I want Brandon to play this year. I want to see if he can become a really good rotational player. I'll have Steph mentor him again as well. I'm going to go bench utilization to 40. And then we'll go ahead, like I said, throw those mentorships again on Brandon. That way Steph can mentor Brandon. So yeah, it's still there. We'll keep that up and we'll run that again. So looks like we already got it going. So we'll go like that. And just like that, we'll simulate year number 2. Proficiency, 4 stars. So went down from 4.5 to 4, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. We're going to go ahead and simulate this season. We're going to see how it goes. And if things aren't going very well, then maybe we go ahead and make a move at the deadline to, you know, change things up, because it's not going well. We'll see what happens, though. At the end of year number 2, Stephen Curry actually wins himself another MVP award. 35 points per game, 50, 40, 90. Absolute stud at his age at this point. Xavier Booker on the Charlotte Hornets wins Rookie of the Year. Markelle Fultz, 6th man on the Pacers. Giannis Defensive Player, Kate Cunningham Most Improved, and Snyder is your Coach of the Year for the Atlanta Hawks. Christopher Bell Executive. So Steph, of course, makes an All-NBA first team. He just literally won MVP, so that's to be expected. And then do we get like an All-Defensive Team representative? I didn't think so. Maybe Mitch Robinson made it, but nah, he's not there. So All-Rookie first team, All-Rookie second team. Don't think we had any rookies this year, so we are the second seed in the West. So the Lakers are the team that got the first seed. So we might be running into them again. We'll see, though. 35 points from Steph, 21 from Clay, and then Kuminga stepping up big time with 19 points per game, becoming our brand new, I don't know, Harrison Barnes, maybe? I don't know. That might be a terrible comparison. This might be better than Barnes. 15 from Wiggins, 13 from Lonnie Walker, 6 and 8 from Kevon Looney, 6 from Robinson, 9 rebounds, and 2 blocks. And then you had a 5 from Joe Harris, and then 5, or did they take Brandon out of the rotation? They did. Oh man, that sucks. I wanted Brandon to play those minutes, not freaking Joe Harris. That sucks. Lenny Waters on the team. I'm still giving Brandon these minutes. I wanted Brandon to play. That's kind of annoying. They must have fixed it when I wasn't looking or something. Regardless, playing the Utah Jazz in round 1, they have Sexton, Abaji, Markkanen, Collins, Kessler, Miles Bridges, Jordan Clarkson, and Keontae George. I'm gonna be honest with you, not feeling very good about this potential series here. I feel like we're on upset watch with Bridges coming off the bench for them. I have a weird feeling about this one, but hopefully my weird feeling is wrong. Someone occur around against Utah, and we are going to beat them in 5. Okay, I thought for sure there was going to be a good chance we got absolutely upset there, but no. We do get Denver in round 2. They still have the same starting 5. They have DJ Wagner now. How on earth did they get DJ Wagner in the draft? That's kind of wild. Sarge, Zeke Naji, Kelly Olynyk. Very good bench for Denver. I still feel good about our lineup as well. We'll see how this goes. Game 1, down 1-0. We lose by 1. Game 2, down 2-0. Are we going to lose to Denver? Do we even it up? Yeah, no, we don't. Damn, man. We're going to lose again. 3-1, down. They want to put Lenny Waters in over Brandon, which kind of sucks, but hey, maybe we come back from 3-1. You got Oklahoma City up 3-1 on the Portland Trailblazers. Let's somebody come around against the Nuggets here in game 5. All we got to do is win one and then win the next one. And then, hey, we're in it. So let's see if we can do that. So we win this one, absolutely obliterated them, 104-155. Can we go back to Denver and do a similar thing we just did? Or are we about to go home here? Let's see what happens. Close game this time around. And we can hold on to this one. We're going to a game 7. And we are, in fact, going to go to a game 7. So we're not done yet. Game 7, Portland might be forcing Oklahoma City to a Game 7 as well. They do not, actually. Okay, Game 7. In front of our San Francisco home fans, we got to take care of business in front of the fans, man. We cannot allow Denver to beat us in Game 7. We did not come back just to lose, and it's looking like we did, actually. Wow, man, that sucks. Okay. 116-96. We're down 20 with 7 minutes left. I got excited. I thought we were coming back from 3-1, but unfortunately, we're not. And the only other thing that sucks about this is it's only going to get harder from here because Draymond and Clay are only going to keep getting worse, which really sucks. We have, I mean, even Steph is going to keep getting worse, unfortunately. So I still want to try to ride it out with those three. I'm not going to trade them. I said I might trade Draymond, but I'm not going to do it. We got the Thunder beating them, and then you got Hawks and Thunder again, and the Hawks go on to win it again regardless. All right. Retirements. Here's your retirements. We got work to do. How on earth are we going to make this a contender with, or we're a contender, right? How on earth are we going to win a championship with, you know, obviously Draymond, Clay, and Steph all going down in overall? How are we going to pull this off? That is the biggest question that I have. 24th overall pick in this draft. I feel like we got to use that pick. We'll see. I don't know what we're going to be able to do with it, but we're going to have to try to do something. We got to try because this might be our last chance next year. I mean, last year might have been our best chance, to be honest with you. So this is it right here. I feel like the clock is absolutely ticking. Draymond, like I said, they're my biggest salaries. Do we trade Wiggins? I don't know if I want to trade Wiggins. I feel like Wiggins isn't... I feel like he's a real good part of this as well. I mean, the one tradable contract we have is basically Lonnie Walker, and I don't know if 6.8 million gets me much on the open market, but we can kind of take a look. I don't know if it's there, but we'll see what pops up. So if I threw Lonnie Walker and his 24th overall pick together, and we threw... Okay, so we get like Tillman. We have Robinson and Looney, so I'm good on that. DeAnthony Melton might not be a terrible idea. We do have to trade our 24th pick. We get Melton. That'd be a nice bench addition to the team. I actually wouldn't mind that. Killian Hayes. There's a 2-for-1 if we want to do that. We gotta make sure we make the... Ooh, Josh Hart. I do love myself some Josh Hart, but we don't need a backup center. Eubanks is cool, but nah, I'm good. Drummond. We already have a backup center. I'm honestly leaning towards that DeAnthony Melton trade. We also get AJ Green out of the trade as well, which is not anything spectacular. Lonnie Walker was really good, so it's not like I'm doing anything I mean, is this even really worth it? Because we're basically... I don't know, man. It's kind of tough. I don't know if that trade's even worth it. Maybe we got to try to build a different trade. Maybe we can get Melton, and then let's say we try to get... Do they have anything else that can give us, like Connington? Nah, not really, man. I don't know. It's going to be tough. Maybe we just draft the 24th overall pick and just kind of go with it. I don't know. We'll see. 24th overall pick. Javon Porter. I'll go ahead and take him here. He'll be our new selection. I don't know if he's going to play for us, but 74 overall, so pretty good right away. And then qualifying offers. Grace Jackson Davis, Kuminga. We do have to resign Kuminga 100%. And then I'm going to be banking on Brandon once again to be at least a 77 going to this year. And then we have Lonnie Walker, who's actually really good for us. We're going to resign Kuminga. We're going to resign Looney. So at this point, it's basically like a backup shooting guard if we wanted anything crazy. So Luke Kennard, Malik Beasley, Bruce Brown. I mean, Bruce Brown on the minimum might be the move, honestly. I'm going to make sure we sign Kevon Looney 100%. And then we're also going to resign Kuminga, of course, who's restricted right now. So I'm going to wait on that one. But we're going to sign Kevon Looney, as I already said, backup 5 for sure. And then Kuminga, let's bring him back as well. 5-year deal, absolute stud. Bring him in. And then what are we going to do next, man? We got to make sure this offseason does not go to waste. So Brandon, are you going to develop? That's the biggest question. Lonnie Walker is my one tradable contract. And then Luke Kennard, Chris Duarte, Malik Beasley. I mean, if we can get Bruce Brown for the minimum, I guess I really can't pass up on that. So we'll go Bruce Brown. And then we could still sign someone else if we want to as well. But I'm still going to see if I can maybe find a way to get like a really good player using Lonnie Walker's contract. Let me try to get creative here, see if there's a way to do it. I'll show you if I find anything because we need something here. Okay, I think I have the perfect guy to try to land. And this is going to be like thinking about the future as well. Like this will be the passing of the torch because Stephen Curry is on the last year of his contract, right? $59 million. And this team has some guards that might be in front of him, which is the Pelicans. I'm thinking about Dyson Daniels. They still have CJ. They still have Jordan Hawkins as well. Maybe, and they just drafted Nicola. So maybe they're like, okay, Dyson Daniels making $7 million. I don't know what I can offer them, but as we know, if you know anything about Dyson Daniels in 2K, he's similar to Kuminga where he just develops like crazy. But Stephen Curry may retire after this year. We can pass the torch to a young guy like Dyson Daniels. That's kind of my thought process right now. And he's on a cheap contract. So that is where we're going to try to land ourselves. Dyson Daniels on the Pelicans. That is my secret cheat code player to go get right now to try to make one last swing at winning a championship. So of course it's gonna have to include Lonnie Walker, and I will include Javon Porter, who I just drafted as well, and then I will include at least one first. I don't know if this is gonna get me Dyson Daniels, but Lonnie Walker, Porter, and a first for Dyson Daniels. He might just be our backup guard this year. Who knows? Maybe he even starts, but this is my plan, and they do not agree to that. Okay, fair enough. I'm not gonna include Brandon, but if I included like a couple seconds, does that move the needle? No, it does not. And then let's go for one more. Okay, you know what? I don't want to do this, but I'm okay with trading 2 first. I want Dyson Daniels. I think he's my last chance, and we got Dyson Daniels. Okay. We definitely may have overpaid, but I think it's going to be worth it in the long run. I think it's going to be worth it. Dyson Daniels is going to be the perfect guy that I think we could have brought in, who's going to develop, and he's going to be a really good player right away. I guess what we can do is also move Bruce Brown to the 3 and keep Dyson Daniels at the 2. So Daniels goes to the 2. Does Brandon move up at the 2? He does. Wow. 78 overall. I could have done that earlier. Are you kidding me? Wow, that sucks. Okay. Bruce Brown, I'm moving to the 3, though. He goes up. So Dyson Daniels is our point guard. Brandon goes up to a freaking 78 overall at the 2. That's wild. And this is our bench. So that was our pull it out, try to make something happen, last chance. Trace Jackson Davis is back. But yeah, as you can tell, Clay, Draymond, they're down bad. And then Steph even goes down 1 overall as well. Kuminga, Wiggins, Daniels, Mitch Robinson, all, developing, all pretty good. All right, man. 3rd time's a charm, hopefully. I mean, that's kind of what we're banking on at this point. I want to be able to win a championship, give Stephen Curry one last championship while he's on the last of his contract as well. What a story that would be. So rotation is this: Steph, Clay, Wiggins, Kuminga, Robinson, Daniels, Kevon Looney, Bruce Brown, and Brandon Podziemski. Draymond Green isn't getting, I feel dirty by not giving Draymond minutes. We got to give Draymond some minutes, even if it's just a few minutes here and there. We got to give him some minutes. I feel like still, I would feel dirty if we didn't have him in there. So 4-star proficiency. Draymond, of course, just keeps regressing, but here we go, man. Last season, potentially. Maybe we run it again. We'll see. Let's hope for the best, man. We got to win that. We got to get that one last championship. Let's see if we can do it this year. At the end of year number 3, we're kind of hoping that 3rd time is a charm for this team. MVP goes to Jokic. Harper is Rookie of the Year on the Sixers. Fultz 6-man. Giannis Defensive Player on the Knicks, which is interesting. Anthony Black, Most Improved. Mazzulla is Coach of the Year. And Thomas Bullard, which is us, Executive of the Year, which is cool. So 57-25 on the season. Do we get Steph making All-NBA team still at his age? No All-NBA team this time for Steph. So the fall off is, we got LaMelo and Lonzo, both all defensive team though. And do we get like Dyson Daniel? I mean, he probably didn't play enough minutes. So we are the 2nd seed in the West once again. One thing we've had in this video is we've been the 1st or the 2nd seed throughout this video so far. I mean, it hasn't resulted into a championship, obviously, but we've been there, been in the conversation. We have 26 from Steph, 21 from Kuminga, 16 from Clay, 15 from Dyson Daniels, 15 from Wiggins, then 12 from Brandon Pod, 7 from Bruce Brown, 6 from Looney, and then 5 and 9 from Mitch Robinson with 2 blocks, man, and Draymond. I'm going to go ahead and unfortunately, I love you, Draymond, but I don't love running 10-minute rotations in the playoffs. So we are going to go to a 9-minute rotation, and we're just going to hope for the best here, man. Round 1, we draw the Clippers. They have Devontae Graham, they signed Mitchell, they still have Kawhi, and Capella, and then Paul George is still there as well. So very interesting team. They added Mitchell to Kawhi and Paul George. Paul George is making a minimum, which is why, okay. And then Kawhi is making 40, and then Mitchell, of course, probably getting paid. All right. Hopefully we don't lose to the Clippers. Somebody come around against them. Dude, no way. Are we down 3-0? Oh my gosh, bro. Really, bro? Are we really about to lose like this? This is how we're about to go out of this video like that? I mean, do we come back from 2-0? Is that going to be possible? I mean, it's possible, but bro. Ah, that sucks. Donovan Mitchell, man. I feel like Donovan Mitchell is just, he's a cheat code. Is he a low-key a cheat code in 2K? Okay, we won this one. All right, we got to win 4 straight. I don't know if we'll do it, but, one game at a time. What is this? Game 5, I think? I don't know. We're going home, I think. Wait a minute. We're not done yet. It's a pretty close game. Take the lead? Yes. Now take it. Run it with it. Run with the lead. And it's not looking good. Ah, man. We're going to go down. We're going to lose in round 1 to the Clippers, aren't we? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's not over yet. Okay. Okay. Hold on. 114 and 113. We jump in and we watch the rest. We watch the rest. I mean, we're fighting for our playoff lives right now, and I'm desperately wanting to win this team a championship. So let's jump in and watch. I won't play this time because the last couple times I've played has been a disaster. So I'll just watch this one. So we have 2 minutes left on the clock. The Clippers are inbounding it with a 2-point lead. We're going to go ahead and see if they can come out here, or we're going to see if we can come out here and, of course, come back from this. So 117 and 115. Pass to Devontae Graham the ball. Dyson Daniels is on him, which is great. Clay is out here as well. I actually love the lineup we have right now. Kawhi in mid-range, and Mitchell Robinson didn't even really contest it. We're down 4. All right. Kawhi Leonard, 23 points. Stephen Curry is going to handle the ball here. Let's see if he... No, he's... Oh, no. Oh, he's going to pass it to Dyson Daniels, who was kind of open, but decided not to take the shot. We have Clay wide open. He passed it to Wiggins, so I thought we had some shots open. We didn't take them. I have a bad feeling that this next shot is about to be terrible. I just have the worst feeling in the world about this. Yeah. I mean, hey, he made it. Dyson Daniels made it. Okay. It's kind of a contested midi. I'm not going to lie. But hey, he made it, and that's what matters. We're down 2. Minute 39 left on the clock. We're not going home just yet. We have a chance. We have a chance, and that's all we're asking for. Okay. 119 and 117. Clippers inbounding it to... Ooh, I thought he was about to backcourt, but it's to Donovan Mitchell. He's going to get a... No, I thought it was going to be a screen, but maybe a ghost screen. You're going to have Capella with a screen. Donovan Mitchell for 3. This would probably end us. He misses it. Thank the Lord. And now Daniels is handling the ball, and let's see what he decides to do. Passes it to Steph. That's the right thing to do. Robinson, give my man Steph a screen and let him shoot the 3, and then he's going to win this game for us. There we go. We needed it, and Stephen Curry misses it, but we have Robinson for the wide open board, and he puts it back up. He gets another board. Wiggins for 3, wide open. He misses it. Robinson with another board. He gets blocked. What is going on? No way. Did we not get any points out of that possession? Are we serious right now? Oh, all right. Donovan Mitchell taking it on Clay. Do not let Mitchell score. And he scores. We're down 4. Bro, Mitchell Robinson grabbed 3 offensive boards, and we could not come down with anything on that possession. All right, it's not over yet. We need a quick score here, though. I mean, we technically still have 2 possessions potentially if we go for like the 2-for-1. But all right, can we get the ball in? Yes, we can. Clay to Wiggins to Steph. Stephen Curry's gonna take it on Nwora, and he's gonna miss the layup, but he gets a rebound. He's gonna pat. I cannot handle these more. Wiggins for 3. Do you hit this one? He does not. We're done. We're done for. Why on earth can we not get a ball in the damn basket? Even after getting offensive rebounds, this game is playing with my emotions, but it's not looking good for us, ladies and gentlemen. We got the Clippers at the free throw line. Kenyon Martin. I mean, we're going to need a 3 if nothing else. I mean, we need a quick 3. Steph, if you want to go ahead and hit the quick 3, that would be fantastic. And then we maybe get another possession. We're going to call a timeout. Okay, I respect this play. I think we take the 3. Quick 3, and then there'll be like, what, 20? I mean, it depends how fast we get this off, but we need Steph to hit a 3 immediately, but I doubt that's going to be what Steve Kerr drawed up in 2K. So, all right, man. Let's see what we decide to do. He's going to pass it to Dyson Daniels. Daniels just hoist it, man. Okay, Steph in the post. What is this? Wiggins, you're going to hit one? I hate Wiggins. I'm done. I should have traded him. Wiggins in the clutch has absolutely destroyed us. That's the reality of the situation. Steph, if you ever want to know why you didn't get one last championship before you retired, blame Andrew Wiggins. It was his fault. I'm just saying. That was an absolute roller coaster, and it was honestly just a roller coaster of terrible emotions. So, of course, we got eliminated, and then you got... Let's see who wins the championship to end the video. Garland, and then you're going to have the Cavs going to win the championship. Even without Donovan Mitchell, they win. So... I would continue this rebuild and, you know, kind of go with that Dyson Daniels Kuminga duo for the future, but that's gonna just take too long. So that would be for like another video, like a 10-year rebuild with the Warriors if I ever get to one in 2K23. If not, we'll definitely do one in like 2K24, of course. But yeah, Steph's on the last year of his contract, so I'm gonna end it off on that note. Man, losing in round 1 is not the way I would have wanted it to end. But Wiggins, it's your fault. That's all there is to it. It's absolutely your fault. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Still a fun one regardless. Thank you all for watching. As always, I'll see you on the next one. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.